With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Time running out here on the play clock. Mahomes will try again on second down. Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Play clock winding down. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, Wilson. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They go play action here on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Play action, it's Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Mahomes now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Here's Wilson to throw on third down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now here's Ross. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, How tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down, Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Mahomes to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now here's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Mahomes going to throw. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard right there around the 35-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion. And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to roam now. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. It's complete to Turbin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. In the red zone this time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And McManus able to put it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So we are halfway home to figuring out who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line. Let's get back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And a give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Fresh set of downs here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Mahomes now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter, and even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And to give this time to the tailback. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, Hill. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now a carry for Bernard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Here we go now.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard taking it in. in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now Wilson on 1st down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And with this win and an AFC championship,